Hello, welcome inside the Mind of Matt. Welcome back for another live stream. I have the Piper beside me. I've well, those that are already here probably joined me and hung in with me last night into the morning for an 8-hour stream. I put a full work day on this thing. Got it printing. You see the benchy there, but there were a little tweaking that needed to be done. So I figured I did a little bit of messing around earlier, and then I'm like, stop! I'm smacking myself, you know, metaphorically, and saying, stop it. This is all stuff you could be doing during a live stream. So I've discovered a few things, and I'm gonna do a little bit more tweaking, and then we'll get another model printing, and we'll go from there. So, what's going on, Willie? Showham's here. Got the Minnesota Maker and Christopher. A couple other people are just joining in. They all want to say hello, so I know who's here. That'd be awesome. Oh, I am tired, but I did get some sleep, and I do have a couple of Red Bulls in the wings waiting to give me wings if necessary. Pun intended. So mainly, I'm gonna switch the camera view and I'll zoom in. Oh, that was the other thing is I got a new camera. You can see it behind me. This guy right here. Nice new 922 Pro specialized streaming cam. So yeah, let me see what I got to do. Dun, dun, dun. What's going on, Todd? Excuse me. How about that? Does that sound better? Because I'll be over here talking a lot. Does that sound good? Let me know. Hey, Jim Carter's in the house. What's going on? How's that print coming? You gonna share that yet or what? I designed up something for Jim special for a gift the other day, and he's printing it up with some special filament that he made, I guess. So what are we gonna print together, huh? You got me on the big screen? Well, oh, it came out already? It came out great. You're going to have to send me some pictures, and maybe I'll post them up for everybody to see. But I was going to see about doing a little base mode on it just to see exactly what my artifacts are going to look like today with the new tweaks that I did. So oh, he spliced a bunch of filament together is what he did, and I guess it didn't work out that good. But did you end up printing it in a solid color? see. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that I couldn't find a fan shroud that worked for the Titan and the setup and the angle and everything that I got. So I ended up taking the the fan shroud that came with this particular mount, and took it into Fusion 360. I made it a V-wrap and then selected some things, made a sketch, and kind of added like 10 millimeters on it. Let's see if I can get a close-up of it. So I got a nice new little fan shroud. It's not perfect. I did have to hot glue it in, but it's better than what it was yesterday. So what I'm going to be doing first off is pretty much I got the X and the Y pretty much is squared up and straightened out as much as I can and tightened up. I did notice some broken parts, which those parts have the bolt and nut pattern that go through it, and kind of you rely on them to hold the pipes and hold the whole thing in place. So I did end up using some zip ties to hold it where it needs to be on a temporary basis. But Yolanda down here, once again, my PETG goddess, is printing out some of the parts for version 2 of the Piper 1. Oh man, I gotta stop yawning. Maybe if I get up off my butt and start to do some work, I'll wake up a little bit. But so that's what I'm gonna do. Is I've got it unscrewed pretty much. All these guys, it's still attached, so I'm gonna be able to slide it backwards and bring the bearings up and get them tightened up a little bit better than they were, and then I'll talk about some of the things that, if you're building this, some of the things that you're going to want to look at. So let's switch to this camera here, and we'll be able to get better shots. That Benji is a place mark. Ah, look at that. Ha! Alright, so one of the other things that I've decided I was going to do is these nuts don't stay in their place very well. So I'm going to break out the trusty hot glue gun and put them in their place once and for all. Once again, don't forget to unplug your heating apparatuses. So while that's heating up, I'm going to drop these nuts out. And I can already tell that this is one of the problems, is this particular one. It's really tight, and it's about tightening these guys up, and not too much but just enough kind of thing. and then getting them pushed all the way down. I need 2 wrenches. I did do a little reorganizing just to try to get this in a better angle so I can get behind it also. Wrong wrench. That's much better. Mucho better. So next I'm going to drop the nuts in their place. And secure them in place with some hot glue. Just like that. Got pretty frustrated last night trying to wrestle with these, so this is going to be my fix. This hot glue gun is really hot. So how's that audio or that video? Is that coming a lot clearer than this is a new I don't think it's 4K, I think it's 1080p. Yeah, 1080p, but 60 FPS, so looks good from the replay. So you did a 3-hour stream after you got done with me, huh? Sick life we live, brother. So like I said, I thought I'd give a peek as to what base mold's going to look like. We're going to do a 500 millimeter rocket. It's already actually all sliced up. Just got to get this back together. Once again, thanks everybody for showing up. I hope everybody that's here is subscribed. If you're not, then please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, set your notification, and make sure that it's set to on so you know when my next video is coming out. Good evening, Ron. How are you, sir? Welcome, Ron Floyd, to the stream. Okay.
Doesn't appear to be binding anymore. I'm gonna do a little bit more tweak. There's like a fine line between too tight and just right, you know? I think that one's set. Go right for the glue first. Now, one of the other things that I did investigate while I was busy today, messing around when I shouldn't have been, was I did figure out why my filament runout sensor wasn't working. And that is now properly in place as well. And will be protecting me when I do get going on any big prints. If I probably will end up running out of filament at one point if I'm doing a big print with a printer like this. So I'd like to big thanks to Chris Riley for making a video about that. And if you're interested in doing a filament runout sensor, his guide is super simple and easy to follow. I was trying to tighten these last night from underneath, so I'm going to try to zoom in real quick on this. Well, actually, let me switch cameras. I want to show you this. So, sloppy, and then I tighten these just enough. Oh, wrong one. Now that slop goes away. So that's the ticket right there for getting these tension just right. Is you're going to have to play with it before it's all mounted and bolted up to everything. Okay, I like it much better. Time to put this bed back on, and everything should be still connected and ready to go. I did do some more wire management, got everything redirected towards the back and kind of out of the way. It's not the prettiest wiring job, but being such big surfaces to have to travel, I did have to come up with a clever way how to unsuction my suction cups. That was interesting, but I figured that whole thing out. I know they're there somewhere. Huh. You know something? I'm noticing something else, and I'm gonna address this right now. Just because I don't want to have to take this apart again. But somebody stated it last night, something about going all Boy Scout on it. I think I'm about to do that again. So, that being said, it might get a little noisy in here in a minute. Just give me 1 second. Knock over my mirror. I don't know about your guys' laboratory, whether or not it is organized or not, but mine is not. Alright, I guess I'm just going to do it this way. In order to make things line up just right, and make sure I'm not cockeyed or binding the bearing mounts, I'm going to slot these a little bit more. Okay. Where were we? I think I need a little hair around these holes. What? It's a family show. Try to pay more attention to the chat if I can. Yeah. I highly recommend, if you're going to do a big bed like this, to have a little bit more precision of a method than what you see this guy doing. Just suggesting. One more screw. Well, it still sounds horrible, but it's smoother. Mirror, mirror on my printer. Ooh, hi kitty. All right, there she be. Alright. Let me get a little situated here. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got a few more people. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we got 3D Print Llama. How we doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Thanks for showing up. Got Red Light showed up. Rover's here. Alright, so yes, it's a family show. Alright, so let's see where I'm at over here. Let's see if I can add a screen over here. Let me see. Add a source. Display capture. Maybe. Yeah. Not gonna happen. So I'm just going to. You're just gonna have to bear with me while I work on the other computer. I'm gonna try to show you what I was working on, but. Alright. I just got to make sure. Well, looks like one part is done on Yolanda. So this is one of the parts on that broke up top here. These guys right here. And this is one of the parts from version 2 of Piper 1. So there'll be another part that I actually print, and that'll be the clamp. And because the clamp is printed in this type of orientation, it'll be strong as it clamps down on it. And so this is one of the new parts that I'm going to end up eventually putting these parts on that. So, check that camera view out. Oh, that's weird. Ooh, ooh. Hello. Over here. I'm watching it on the replay now. That's funny. But anyways, I'm going to get the other part started as well. Multitasking here. Alright, so that's Yolanda's print warming up. You know, it's fun, but as you see, nice solid parts. So this is the new version. He gave me a part of the front corner at Earth. Alex gave it to me. It's amongst my So this is what it'll look like with the collar on it. So this collar comes off, and you print this like this going up, so all your layers are like that. So where it's breaking on the other parts is right at the screws. Just, you know, that's the weak spot as it's printing these layers, and then when you squeeze it together, it just breaks. So Alex redesigned it. So over time here, I will be reprinting parts and swapping them out and stuff like that. I ordered them from Amazon. I believe no, these are 710. Or no, excuse me. These are 700. According to the original design, he printed this, or designed this, with it straight off the top here. So this part here is where the bearing holds the lead screw, was actually up here, and he redesigned it and dropped it down a little bit to accommodate the fact that I ordered lead screws 10 millimeters less than what I should have. So that being said, though, if you're going with a 500, you either need 700 or 710, and I'm not sure, but I believe in my first Piper video I left links in the description as to where you could get it. I got them off of Amazon. They came from overseas. It took a little bit longer than Prime, but like a week, and they were $13 and change a piece for a 700 millimeters. So alright, let's see, where am I at now? So still got the same roll of filament loaded up as I did last night. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do two different things at one time. Let's get another part printing. And then I was trying to load Hey, 3D Medic Vince, how are you, sir? Welcome to this live stream. Just trying to get Octoprint loaded up. Okay, I got to plug it in. The only other thing I'm going to do real quick is grab a second camera. To capture the time lapse. Alright, let's see where we at. Where are we doing? What's going on? What size bearings do I need for this printer? Printing version 2 as you stream. You're going to need a bunch of 602s. Or 608s, excuse me. Fidget spinner bearings. 32 of them, I believe. And welcome to the Piper Building Club there, Chris. Alright, just going to be checking here real quick. Time lapse will save is on. Load the camera already. Load the camera. Okay, so I've got a rocket. It is going to be 500 millimeters tall. So, let us, it's loaded, it is warming. Now. Alright, so that won't take long to warm up, and we will rank me as we go. I don't want you up there, no, I don't want you. Alright, 18 people, wow, nice. Appreciate everybody showing up on a Saturday night. Now, I do not plan on live streaming for 8 hours, just so that you know. My computer is acting up. But like I said, I do have a couple of Red Bulls to keep me going. What do you say? Let's go all night long. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Hey, now it's loading. Thank you. So, let's see what the Homer looks like. That's new. I'm using 10,000 weight diff oil in case you're wondering. Alright, something is different. I need to adjust it. Adjusting my sensor here real quick, because I did do some tweaking, and I want it exactly where it's supposed to be. Okay, I like it. I just found some sticky stuff on my pipe. Give me a second. I saw it kind of like shuddering, and I noticed it, and I just reached down to wipe off the dust from me drilling those holes out. And I just happened to feel where the sticker of the conduit used to be. All right, let's give this a shot. On your mark, get set, let's launch a rocket. All Are you really being serious right now? Oh, so the go figure. The filament runout sensor is not sensing. But I've got filament. And I'm unplugging my hot glue gun. You guys didn't remind me. You're slacking. I just can't. Adding a little extra padding to the switch, I guess. There she is. I got filament. And resume print.